her shining sword. Elly the Samurai, forged by flame, a warrior's heart and an elven name. Against the tide of cruel despair, she fights for freedom, her people's prayer. Flame, a warrior's heart and an elven name. Against the tide of cruel despair, she fights for freedom, her people's prayer. The sky was crimson, the mountains spoke. Goblins scurried and orcs did scream as her blade cut through their wicked dream. Her beauty shone in the clash of strife, a living legend, a spark of life. For her kin's escape to Mars' red plains, she faced the darkness, she bore the pain. Elly the Samurai, fierce and true, a guardian's vow, a star she knew. Her metal heart burned like a fire, a destiny forged of blood and wire. In the hearts of ruin, the tyrant stood, an orcish king cloaked in death and blood. His laughter echoed, his malice wide, but Elly's blade was the turning tide. Through fire and rage, the tyrant stood, an orcish king cloaked in death and blood. His laughter echoed, his malice wide, but Elly's blade was the turning tide. Through fire and rage, her final dance, a deadly waltz, her fateful stance. Steel met flesh in the climactic roar, the tyrant fell to rise no more. Shadows their fate entailed, to save her kin from the cruel machine. Elly turned to the final scene, her hands of metal, her heart of grace. She took the wires, the end embraced, a sacrifice made to the stars above, a story of courage, of loss, of love. Elly the Samurai, legend born, a beacon's light in a world forlorn. Her people soared on a Martian breeze, while she lay still beneath the trees.